Hello everyone, I'm Professor Geek, and welcome to day 14 of my 31 days of Halloween reviews. Today I've got an interesting treat. It's a new title for me, a new story that I just read recently. It is the Marvel Zombies Halloween issue, one-shot. So if you know Marvel Zombies, that this is a long-running thing that Marvel has going. It's an alternate universe where there's a zombie plague, and the heroes and civilians alike are infected with this zombie virus, and half of them are probably more than that becoming zombies. I'd heard about it a long time ago. I never really read it myself. Just didn't seem like something I would enjoy. I'm not a big zombie fan just for the sake of zombies. There has to be some sort of special, I don't know, some other take on the story. So the Archies, for example, that was going to be interesting because the Archies are so innocent. I wanted to see how a zombie story could play against that, and it did well. If you missed that video, check that link in the top right hand corner. I thought that was a great story, The Afterlife with Archie, because it still preserved that idea of the innocent and the pure good fighting against the evil, are prevailing in the hardships and stuff like that. I don't know why you would think superhero zombies would be enough of a twist on the tail to get me interested, but I don't know. It's just like I like my superhero stories a specific way, and a zombie turn didn't seem appealing. But trying to gather stories for this month's worth of Halloween story, superhero comic book / oriented tales, I saw this one shot. It was a one shot. I didn't have to go read the entirety of the Marvel Zombie work or anything like that. And I was really pleasantly surprised. This is a great story. To be honest, it wouldn't even need to be placed in the Marvel universe. To an extent. But the fact that some of the zombies are superheroes isn't really even a big deal. You could easily swap them out for just generic zombies, but just the story had a lot of heart. So I will try my best not to give it away or spoil it. This is so against my nature, because if you've been sticking with my channel for a while, or if you go back and look at my back videos, I love to analyze, not review. So I like to go through and just completely pick apart the entire story, doing analyses designed for people who've already seen the movie or read the book or whatever it is. But this month, I'm trying to do reviews, turning people on to some different stories that they can use to celebrate Halloween or enjoy reading over the month, or over the year for that matter, whatever. So I'm trying not to spoil it, but I always feel like I haven't gone in depth enough or whatever with analysis. So I will try and do my best here and not give anything away. So the story, I won't give anything away that wouldn't be on the back cover, say. Our main characters in this story are Kitty Pryde and the son that she's had at this point with Colossus, Peter. And Colossus is gone. I don't know if they're referencing something that happened elsewhere in the Marvel Zombies story arc or whatever, but I guess he's dead. I don't know that Kitty doesn't really say too well, just kind of blames herself for whatever happened to Colossus. So, but their son, she's raising their son Peter. It's just the two of them living together in this house. I don't know if it's the part of the old X Mansion or a remnant or something like that, but it's not even important to the story. They have this old house, and she's gone into total survival mode. They have monitors hooked up to keep an eye on zombies coming close to the house. She's got guns rigged up in peepholes where she can, destroy any zombies that are getting too close to the house. She's got landmines rigged up. I mean, everything. And then to live on, they've got their own greenhouse and gardens and everything, they would need to survive. So they've got the whole situation down. She's in total survival mode. The story opens with Peter, the little boy, hearing a scratching in the wall. So he goes and gets his mother, and they think it's going to be a zombie, and she blows a hole in the wall, and it turns out just to be a little kitten that got stuck in the wall. And it's just really skinny. It had been starving for a while, so they take it in and adopt it. And Peter's really excited. He's got a little cat, feeds it and loves it and everything. So that's their kitten now. And Kitty warns Peter, don't let him get away, or, you keep an eye on kittens. They like to squeeze into places where they shouldn't be and stuff like that. So a little bit of foreshadowing there. Kitty has had to teach Peter everything he knows, living alone and just surviving in this secluded house during the zombie apocalypse. So she's teaching him to read and just using whatever little scraps and things that she can get. So there's a calendar, for example, that she's using to teach him reading and the days and numbers and such. And he reads the word Halloween on one of the little squares of the calendar that's coming up in a few days. And he asks her what it is, and she tries to explain that it was a holiday, this and that. And he says, let's celebrate it. I've never celebrated Halloween. Sounds fun. Let's celebrate it. And she's really resistant to the idea at first. And he keeps asking her, and she says, we just need to worry about surviving. That's what we need to throw everything into. We just have to survive. We have to be alert at all times, which makes sense. But he says something that also makes a lot of sense. He says, if we're not going to have a holiday, then, what are we surviving for, if not to live, like this? And, that was a great little moment, wisdom from the mouths of babes, so to speak. And, of course, applicable to a zombie apocalypse, but also applicable just to life in general when, you're striving so hard to get ahead and whatnot. So I love that moment. I won't give away. He does get to wear a costume, which is hilarious. And eventually circumstances place them outside the home. And there are zombies coming after them. I won't give you away the climax or whatever happens. I will say that Mephisto is involved. Mephisto is Marvel's version of Satan, basically. It's a little bit more complicated than that, but he is the Satan of the Marvel universe, basically. And that's a really interesting dynamic, because you've got zombies on the one hand, and then who are just mindless, right? They're just victims of a virus, even though the zombies apparently in the Marvel zombie universe aren't 100% brainless. They can actually speak and team up together and talk, and they've got some vestiges of who they used to be, but they are evil and they want to eat people, and no bones about that there. So but still, that kind of mindless, brainless zombie idea pitted against the archetypal swindling, conniving, scheming villain, Satan, basically, Mephisto there. So it's an interesting dynamic. Again, I wish I could say more and explain the ending so I could really kind of pull out some great ideas from it, but I don't want to do that. I don't know. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but I'm just going to leave this one there. I purchased this one on Comixology. That's why I don't have a hard copy to show you here and flip the pages through for you. But the art's great, the writing's great, and it's really just a nice, concise, one-shot comic book. Even though I purchased it digitally, I actually want to buy it in hard copy so I can have it as well, because it's nice to have a little short, concise, but powerful Halloween story. You don't get many of those, especially in the comic book world. Most of them are just one little 2 seconds forward in the unfolding drama of the larger arc, and so I like the one-shots when they're done well. So I highly recommend Marvel Zombies Halloween. Check it out if you haven't already. Short little review. I guess when I'm not spoiling it all the way to the end, it is a short review, so I don't know if I'm going to keep doing this or not, but we'll see how it goes. I'll always warn you if I'm going to spoil something. But that's it for today. Come back tomorrow for another review of a great Halloween-related superhero / comic book story. So we'll be back to still have a lot more to go. We're only at the halfway point, so a lot more to go. Don't forget the giveaway, of course. Don't forget to share the videos with friends or mention it to people who might be interested. We've got 230-something subscribers. As soon as I hit 250, we do the giveaway for the issue 1 of the Batman Nevermore Elseworld story, which is the Batman and Edgar Allan Poe team up. Great story. I've reviewed that as well. Links up in the top right hand corner. But if you just comment on a video and then we get to 250 subscribers, I will do a drawing at the end of the month on Halloween and find out who gets the issue. So until tomorrow, keep enjoying and digging deeper into the superhero and Halloween stories you love best. Thanks for watching.